Hi everyone, my name is Andrew Roenbeck and I'm the executive chef at the Boca Raton Resort and Club in beautiful South Florida. Today we're going to make stuffed lobster tails. All right, over here, of course, I'm going to use fresh Maine lobster tails. Of course, what would stuffed lobster tails be without fresh Maryland crab? Now that is fresh Maryland lump crab. That's jumbo lump crab. It doesn't get much better than that. What I'm going to do with this beautiful Maryland jumbo lump crab is I'm going to make a crab Imperial mix. And then I'm going to stuff my beautiful Maine lobster tail with that. I have, of course, Old Bay. How would you make crab Imperial from Maryland without their famous ingredient, right? A little bit of Old Bay. I'm going to have some mayonnaise. I'm going to have a little bit of fine diced, fancy word, $5 word, Brunoise, yellow and red peppers, okay? I have a little bit of fresh basil. I have 2 egg yolks, only the egg yolks, a little bit of lemon, of course, salt and fresh cracked black pepper. The other thing that I made here, and again, it's real easy. I melt a little bit of butter. I added some fresh basil chopped to it and just a little bit of Old Bay and just a touch of paprika. I like to brush that on top of my lobster tail just before it goes in the oven. So let's make our crab Imperial mix first, and we're going to let that set. I have a half a cup of mayonnaise. I'm going to add that to my bowl. Again, I'm going to add my 2 egg yolks. I'm going to add in my Brunoise or my diced peppers. I'm going to add in, I have about 1/4 cup there of the diced peppers. I add in 2 tablespoons of fresh parsley. And I'm going to be very careful with my Old Bay. I don't want that to be the predominant flavor, so I'm going to add in a little bit of fresh cracked black pepper, of course. I'm going to add in a little bit of sea salt and a little bit of fresh lemon juice. Okay, I have the half of 1 lemon right there. I'm going to whisk this mixture. Now, I want to add in this beautiful jumbo lump crab, and with a spoon, I'm going to gently just fold my ingredients together. I don't want to break up all of this beautiful jumbo lump crab meat that I am prepared for my big Mac Daddy stuffed lobster tail, okay? What I do here is I take my beautiful lobster tail and my chef's knife. I go right to the end, okay? And my knife is in. I'm not going to cut my lobster all the way through. I'm going to cut the shell. I'm going to apply pressure to go halfway through my lobster tail, and I'm going to stop. That's it. I stop right there. I'm going to pull this apart, okay? And I'm going to, with my fingers, I'm going to work right in along the shell here, okay? And I'm going to pull the meat out, okay? All the way up. Open the lobster tail, pull this all the way out. Don't separate the meat from the tail, okay? I split it halfway. I pull the meat out. I close that. I put my lobster meat right back up on top, okay? Now, I'm not finished with my lobster tail, and I like to fan the fins out, and I interlock them. Because when I present that lobster, I want that big, beautiful fan. I want my lobster meat up on top. I'm going to put my crab Imperial, and this thing is going to look absolutely heaven. I am going to take some of my basil Old Bay melted butter, and I'm going to brush the top of my lobster tail with this. Also, what I'm going to do is I'm going to add a little bit of water to my cookie tin or my pie tin or whatever I'm going to do. Okay, how many of these you're going to make at home? All right, I'm going to season a little bit of salt, a little sea salt, a little fresh cracked black pepper. Now this is ready for the oven. Okay, now you noticed I didn't stuff it yet. I don't want to stuff it yet because the lobster tail meat is going to take longer to cook than my very delicate crab Imperial mixture. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to take a preheated oven, 350 degrees, and I'm going to pop my pre-seasoned Maine lobster tail into the oven. I'm going to give it about 10 minutes. 8 to 10 minutes in a 350-degree oven. I'm going to remove my lobster tail at that point, and it's going to look just like this. Okay? This one I've had in the oven for 10 minutes. You see how it's half cooked. It's already firm. It's already starting to set up. I'm going to add a little bit more of my basil butter on, okay? And right down the seam, see this natural seam of the lobster? Okay, that's where I'm going to load this crab Imperial mix right in. And you're going to put it right down the seam of this stuffed lobster. This is going to go back into the oven for about 10 minutes more, okay? When that comes out, it's going to look just like this bad boy right here, okay? Now, my beautiful stuffed crab, okay, came out another 10 minutes. I'm going to give just a little extra drizzle there, okay? If I want, again, this is up to you, optional. If you want to give a little fresh squeeze of lemon juice to wake that up. Ladies and gentlemen, the Mac Daddy of stuffed lobster tails, fresh American Maine lobster. Enjoy it.